to grow this YouTube channel is how do you find the balance between working these professional gigs and working it? Not that YouTube isn't professional, but how do you? Let me rephrase that.
Totally.
Client gigs versus YouTube.
Right. I mean, it's definitely a tough balance. I guess I'll always prioritize clients over YouTube,
Okay.
because I'm getting more. That's where my main source of income is coming from. So I'll prioritize that first. Um, but I mean, I definitely take, since I'm a freelancer, I can create my own schedule, and I
Sure.
do prioritize a lot, like probably 1 to 2 days a week for YouTube. So within that schedule, I really try to. I've like rejected a lot of jobs actually,
Really?
recently to try to create more YouTube videos and make more time to do some other projects that I've been working on. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
I'm curious. Have you noticed while you're building? So pretend that they're both two different careers for a sec, which I would debate
Totally.
that they're actually the same career. But for argument's sake, pretend they're both different, right?
Right.
If they are different, you're obviously building your one career, by experience and opportunities, with say working with all these bigger names. But in building the YouTube career, you're also building quote unquote clout in the industry. So
Yeah.
I come from the mentality that they're all the same career. It's just Jordan Orm together.
Yeah.
But do you see as your YouTube channel grows, like you're getting like people are recognizing you with a different sort of like perspective, or like you have a bit more clout, or does that make sense in any way?
Yeah. I thought that might be something that would happen, but I've been fairly surprised about how that isn't really much of a thing. Like
Okay.
I think there's some people that I've worked with in like the music video industry and just like the commercial industry and advertising that they'll like, oh, like you're Jordan. Like I've seen one of your videos, and they're like, oh, that's funny, but it doesn't really
Hmm.
get. I don't think it really gets you a lot of clout um, within like that industry, and like it doesn't help me get a whole lot of jobs. I think there's been maybe
Interesting.
some people that have been introduced to my work from there. So like if they'll say, oh yeah, you're an editor, and then they'll go to my site and then they'll see my work. But it's really jobs that you've already completed that will help you get new jobs. So
Okay.
like me making a reaction video does not help me at all in getting an editing job.
Hmm.
I mean, the only way it would help me is if they are able to go see my reaction video, go to my site and see my actual like client work, and then they'll. So it's like it's a big rabbit hole, but
I
um,
wonder though, like
yeah,
as the
I
channel
was
grows,
curious.
as it continues to grow, I'd be interested to know, like, now they're attaching Jordan I'm pronouncing it correct, Jordan Orm.
Yeah,
Okay,
totally
Jordan
correct.
Orm, who has 2 million subscribers now, to this. They're attaching that name, or like speaking obviously in the future, to
Yeah,
this video now. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yeah,
It's an interesting debate, and I guess only time will tell. Um,
right.
but it's. I mean, what's the word is I'm looking for? But not clout is not the word I'm looking for, but like it's currency. You know what I mean? It's
Totally.
social currency. It's
Social currency is
fascinating.
definitely a thing. It's been fun because you know there's a few like very small like indie music videos that I've done, and and it's fun because I'm able to like comment on the video on YouTube because that's where like everything premieres. So I'm like, oh, video was great. I was like, I'm so lucky to be able to work on it, and people will see that comment and they'll recognize me and be like, oh wait,
Yeah.
you're Jordan Orm from the YouTube channel, and I
Hmm.
think I don't know, it's super interesting.
It is absolutely. Um, it's such a fascinating, and you do a great job. But I think it also builds trust with subscribers and people. Maybe not the industry heads, but like people just in general, because part of, for example, I do like music reaction breakdowns and stuff, and like
Right.
people realize, oh hey, like this kid knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Like when you start talking, I
Yeah.
was watching some of your videos, and you were talking about all the zooming effects and all the slicing effects and pushing in and
Yeah.
pulling out and reversing and rewinding and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, like it's not, so it shows a level of expertise to some degree too, and
Totally.
like the industry heads are probably going to look at more like your resume than your YouTube videos, but I debate as
Totally.
you continue to grow, how that relates. I mean, I don't know if you heard, but
Yeah.
like is it one of the Carly or Chloe Kardashian, one of the Kardashians is running for governor of California, You know what I mean? And like,
Right, right,
and she had part of the reason that she's even talked about is her social clout. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right.
and it wouldn't actually be that crazy, politics aside, but like society wouldn't be that shocked if she became governor,
Right. Right.
because
There's
it's just
definitely something to be said about that social cloud. That's true.
it's fascinating, man. I find it super fascinating.
Yeah.
I have to say, bro, one of the best videos that I've seen by you, and I might borrow the idea from, was your 1 hour video to the butter reaction. That was so funny, man. I loved it. I gotta be honest. There's no way I was gonna watch that whole thing.
Totally. That
But
was not the intention.
I thought that was so well done, man. Like what a way to capture that audience was so good. My marketing brain was so jealous that I did not think of that. I was so, oh man, that was
Oh
so,
gosh.
and has
That's
80,000 views on your channel. It's amazing,
yeah.
man.
Honestly, I'm so surprised.
I was so impressed, man.
I mean,
That was so funny.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. That was honestly, I saw that on video on trending, and I was like, my marketing brain like started going. I was like, BTS really, instead of doing like a normal music video teaser, they had like a 1 hour animation of butter melting, and like that thing's on trending. Everybody's watching that. Like it's a crazy live stream experience. I was like, shoot, I should just react to the whole thing live, like to troll people as a joke.
Oh, it was so good, man. I wish
that's so funny.
I thought about it, man. And then the licking of the butter, you just added an extra little element to it, man. That was so
Yeah,
good,
that was
man.
Fun.
That was so
That was
cool.
fun. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, absolutely.